Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to create a text mask effect. This text mask effects, they are usually really cool effects that can enhance your designs. They are pretty cool that once you use them in your designs, they are definitely going to stand out. So let's just get straight into it. So I'm just going to click on the plus button and I'm going to choose Instagram post because I would love to use Instagram post for this design. So I'm just going to click on Instagram post and allow it to load up. So when it loads up, the first thing I want to do now is to simply pick a particular picture I want to create the text mask effect on. So it's either I go to my uploads or I go to Canva custom photos. So I'm going to look for a nice portrait picture I'm going to be using to create this. So let's look for something that will really stand out or that will be appealing to us. So I'm just going to use this. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is to go over to my elements and I'll go over to frames. So the frames I'm basically looking for are letter of the alphabets I'll be using to spell out a particular thing. So let's say I want to spell the name of the guy, Kelvin. So I'm just going to reduce the size. I'm going to place this here. I'm going to go back to my element and I'll click on. That's how I'll continue until I've been able to collect all the letters of the alphabet. Okay. Kelvin. So I'll have to reduce this size so that we can have all our letters fit into this. I'm just going to basically pick a Y for the sake of the space we have. So I'm just going to pick a Y. So we have a Kelvin. So the next thing I want to do now is to make sure that these letters are properly aligned. I just want to change this Y here and probably go with an O. Okay. Alright. So the next thing I want to do now is to group them. So I'm just basically going to click on any of them and group them. Then I'll make sure they are properly aligned at the middle of my design. Okay, so So having done that, the next thing I want to do now is to go back to my custom photos to pick this particular photo here, and I might want to change the filter here to, I'm just going to leave the filter, but I'm just going to head on to my Canva custom photos to pick the same image. Okay, so now the next thing we want to do now is to fit the image into the frames, the later frames that we have here, and then we'll go ahead to create the effect that we want to create. So for the sake of the stress of going back to custom photos to go and pick this particular image, all I'm going to do now is to duplicate it. I'm going to reduce the size, and then I'm going to duplicate it for easy access. So once I duplicate it, I want to start with the first letter K. So I'm going to reduce this so that it will be able to fit into the letter. Okay. Now it has fitted in. So the next thing I want to do now is to zoom the picture, and then I'm going to arrange it to show. I'm going to arrange it in a way that it is going to appear the same way as the one at the background. So you keep zooming until you've been able to get the picture to look exactly like the one you have in the background. Reduce it a little bit more, and then let's see what we have. Okay, now we have something that is almost or completely the same. So having done that, we are going to just click that out and then move over to the next one. The next one now, we're going to go over to the letter E here. Keep reducing our font until the image. And the next thing I want to do now is to repeat the same thing we just did for the first letter. We keep zooming until we've gotten the exact size of the frame we have here. I'm going to increase it a little bit more. Let's see what we have. So we want to continue. We'll go over to the next one and we'll duplicate and we'll move to the letter L. And then the last but not the least, so that is it. So when you are done fitting in all your images to the frames, the letter frames, the next thing you want to do now is to go over to elements and search for shapes. So it's basically this shape we are going to be using, the square shape. So we are going to bring this here, increase the size, and then drop it. So we want to change this to a white color, and then to show our effect, so the next thing we want to do now is to take this to the back. We'll go to positions and we'll place it at the back. So this is what we now have here. So we can make a little bit of adjustments, and this is what we have here. This is pretty amazing. It is easy to create and it's going to make your design stand out. I hope this video is helpful, and I hope you are going to try this effect out soon. Do want to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if this video was helpful, and I'll see you in my next video.